Are you looking for the best coffee pot descaler? We've got this one right here. Figured that we would descale this coffee pot today and see how this stuff works. So what you're going to do is open up your water reservoir. Some reservoirs have a filter that you can change out. They do give you a few of those right there. This one doesn't. So what we're going to do is undo this bottle right here. Oh, we got that. You're going to need that Mike Vance knife real quick. Let's go ahead and grab that so we can pop this safety seal right on off of here. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pour half of the bottle into the tank right here. So just simply, there's an open space right here where the label's not, so you can just kind of eyeball it. It looks like, honestly, like right where this blue line is about your halfway point. So we're going to go with that. Just going to pour some right on in. We can do a little bit more right there. And that puts us right at that blue line right there. So we are good to go. Now this can be used a second time for the next cleaning, however often you want to do that. Then we're going to fill the tank with water. So just simply bring it all the way up to your max fill line, which y'all can see right there. I could probably actually squeeze just a little bit more water on into there. I'm going to put my lid. And then what I did is I got a big giant mason jar right here, something clear so y'all can see what it looks like after it's done. I just have to take off the filter on the drip tray on the bottom to make this thing fit. Let's see, we're gonna need some dad power boom right here for this. So let's go ahead and get some of that going on, just like that. And then we can just open and close, turn it on. Now, whenever you're doing this, they recommend that you do the large cup of, you make a large cup of coffee, large cup of descaler, right? And so I'm going to open, I think I have to reset, yep, there. I'm going to hit the large one right there. So we have that the blue light is lit up around that one. It's going to take a moment just for it to kind of, get warmed up and get everything pumping through and whatnot. And then we'll see what that looks like, what that water looks like, or what that descaling looks like coming through the mason jar. That's why I got this mason jar, so that we could see through the clear glass right there. So while that's warming up, let me go ahead and read to you guys the directions that we have here. So ensure that the water reservoir and coffee pod grind slot are completely empty. So my water reservoir was empty. That's why you saw me fill it up. And there's nothing in here. Remove any water filtration mechanisms if present. Then you're going to pour half the bottle. By the way, half the bottle is 4 ounces. These are 8-ounce bottles right here. Of fresh flow coffee machine descaler into the empty reservoir. And then add water to completely fill the reservoir. Then once we've done that, brew the full reservoir using the large cup setting each time without the coffee or the pod. By the way, you don't have to use this with just Keurigs. This will work for any coffee machine. So if you have, a regular like carafe style, you can do it in that. If you have a single serve cup drip style, you can do it in that. Any type of machine that you have, like an espresso machine, you could run it through that as well, until the machine indicates low water. So we're just going to keep cycling this through until it says low water on there. For traditional coffee makers, it just says brew a full pot. Then after that, we're going to empty the remaining liquid currently in the reservoir and let the machine sit idle with power on for 30 minutes. So I believe what's going to happen there is you want that descaler to work through all of the piping that it's got on the internals of this that we can't see unless we were to take the whole thing apart, so that we can, it can, get rid of all of the not corrosion, but the lime scale that might be within some of those internal pipes. It's going to give you a fresher brew of coffee because all your pipes are going to be cleaned out, which is going to be very nice. We're not going to sit here and let that go for 30 minutes, just to let y'all know. I just wanted to point out that is a direction in there, is to let that go. So let's go ahead and brew up another cup right here. It shouldn't take as long now because it's already heated up. Step 5 is to repeat step 3 okay. Repeat step 3 an additional 2 to 3 times with fresh water only, no descaler, to clear the machine. So after you let it sit, after that descaler's work through all the pipings and whatnot that's on the inside there, freshen up the water, put a whole fresh thing in there, and then run it 2 to 3 times to be able to get all that gunk coming on out of there. With fresh water only to clear the machine. Be sure to insert a new water filter after you are done. So make sure, you know, if you've got the extra water filters, you could put that in there. Now they do have a few pro tips on the bottle as well. Let's take a look at this real quick though. This is, oh yeah, I think I'm seeing some little like thingies floating around in there. Ew, that's gross. Man, it makes you wonder, like, because coffee is a darker color usually, right? You may not see, like I'm seeing like little black flakes kind of floating around in there. Like I wonder now, how much of that have I actually drank? That's kind of gross. Let's see, pro tips. It is important to follow all cleaning instructions to ensure you have no aftertaste. You must remove the water filter before descaling or it will leave a sour taste until you remove and replace that filter because the descaler is going to get into the filter and that's something that you don't want to happen. Let's see. Let's take a hot minute to grab a bowl right here. And by hot minute, I mean hot descaler minute. See, look. Taking a look at that up close. I don't know if it's pretty hard to see. But there's definitely like some black flakes and little whatnots in there. That's kind of gross. Let's go ahead and pour this on into here just so I can dump it out. And then we're going to pop that right on back on underneath there. We're going to do this again. We're going to pop that right there. And let's brew up another one. Another cup of descaler. Who wants a cup of descaler? All right. This bottle contains 2 uses. Calcium and scale are non-toxic, but if not removed frequently can decrease the performance of your brewer. So think about it this way. You have your shower head, right? And on your shower head, you have all those little spray nozzles kind of coming out of there. And you can see that sometimes that white kind of film starts to corrode around there. Not corrode, but it starts to form around there. That's all the lime scale and all the junk it's mainly just in your water, especially if you're in an area that has a high mineral content in their water. You have hard water. That's going to get all up in there, just like it does on your shower. It's going to get all through those little nougats, and you need to clean that out every now and again. Same thing with like if you have not a shower head, a kitchen sink faucet, the sprayer part. If you ever look at it after you've used it for a long time, it's got that kind of white film on there. Same thing. It's that calcium deposits and all the lime scale that's on there that just needs to be cleaned up. And this is a great way to be able to do that for your coffee pot. All right, let's see. I think we can run another cycle here. Maybe. We might be at our low. Okay, I think we can get one more out of here. We're looking super low on the water right here. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So let's see if our add water light comes on. While we're waiting on that, it says descale every 3 to 4 months for best results. So 2 of these bottles right here should last you a good year. So that's awesome as well. Like I said, it's 8 ounces in here, 236 milliliters. Yeah, that's all of your instructions and pro use tips on the back of the bottle right there. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here now. Yeah, look, we're getting one last cup of descaler here. Pushing it on through. Yeah, it's down to the nitty-gritty right here, all the way in the back. Y'all can see that there is not a lot of water left in there. We're going to let it flush all the way through. And I believe we are done. So now... Oh yeah, wow, I can see some, okay, let's dump this first, then I'm going to show y'all the up close of this right here. Wow, okay. All right, so let me grab this. Let's pour this on into here. just like that. Oh, it's kind of a cloudy-ish color too. That's gross. All right, let me move the dad power over. Let's move this on over. So I don't know if y'all are going to be able to, how well y'all are going to be able to see it because it's kind of on the smaller side, but I see at least 7 to 10 little black flakes sitting in there. Look at that. Can y'all see that? All the way down in the bottom right there. That is gross. And just think, like, if you don't see that in your coffee because your coffee is dark and these black flecks are dark, then that is just all kind of nastiness that you're just drinking right there. So, yeah, if y'all are looking to clean out your coffee pot, if you haven't done it in a while, y'all might want to consider going and grabbing you some of this right here so that you can make sure you're not drinking all this mess. Now, just to reiterate the instructions again, we're going to let this sit for 30 minutes so it can work, and then we're going to flush it through with regular water a few more times so that it gets totally cleaned out and you don't have that weird aftertaste or anything like that. But if y'all are looking for some coffee machine descaler, y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all some of this right here. I believe that you can get these in bigger bottles as well. So if you're looking for more of a bulk pack type of thing, definitely go and check out the product listing below, and they'll have all the different options that you can choose from on there. That way you guys can go and pick out the one that's going to be the best for you. Y'all let me know if this was helpful. If it was, there's that helpful right there. Definitely appreciate you guys looking that up for me. Y'all go and add this to your cart if this is something that you want. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you to these guys for sending this to me so I can show y'all how to do this. And Dad out.